I know. You have a lot of things to say to me, tablet. I'm sorry. Every day it's gonna be the same day. Okay. Hi. Happy Saturday, guys. I'm a fabric fairy. So, yeah, it's Saturday morning. I'm hoping everybody is going to have a really good weekend and either get to sew or hang out and do fall festivities or just Netflix and chill and watch like their favorite like Halloween things. Like I like watching Corpse Bride and all the little Tim Burton cartoons during this time because it's like we're really close to Halloween. When my kids were tiny, we would take them to like trunk or treats or walk the mall and they get to do trick or treat. Or we would just bake a whole bunch of food and sit down and just like veg out. But already the morning's starting off super big because my son has a football game and the house is already in chaos. And then I was trying to do my makeup. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's makeup. Not a mask. No, yeah. So I'm a fabric fairy. So the wings, my elephant, my fairy ears. I thought it would be fitting because we always talk about them being in our room, mysterious things go missing. I felt like we should just have one that comes to life, and here I am. Thank you. So yeah, I'm curious of what you guys are gonna do this Saturday. My plan is this. I've been sick this whole week. I've had like, I thought I had the flu because I took a test at home and it said I had it, but it turns out I have a cold, a bad, nasty cold. But it started off with one person in the house and now I got it. So I've been kind of taking it easy. I did film a couple tutorials that I'm supposed to be doing, but I have a commission bag I need to do. So I plan on taking it like easy because sometimes like I'll like put unnecessary deadlines and pressure on myself. I don't know why I do that. I don't know if anyone else does that, but if you do, you're not alone. Um I'll have a project that's like due like in December and I feel like I have to complete it and finish it today. I don't know why I do that. so so my goal is that I have a commission laptop bag to make. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take their old laptop bag and unpick everything, and they have different measurements that they want to adjust it to, like 2 inches taller, a half inch wider. So I'm going to take their old pattern pieces, steam them out, and create new pattern pieces and then adjust them and grade them to the size that they want them to be, and then I'll create new pattern pieces. There's some things they want that was exactly like the pattern, and there's things that they want to not have. And my plan is to create all the pattern pieces and then cut everything out. And then hopefully I can sew everything out tomorrow and everything will be finished. It's not an overly complicated bag, but it's always fun to take somebody else's older bag that they've had for a long period of time and recreate something new. I'm going to be putting some cool little touches on it. Like they have a company, so I'm going to be using my laser to create tags and some emblems to put on their bag so their bag is truly one of a kind. So I'm really excited to do this. When it's done, I will definitely show it to you guys on Captain's Log. So I'm like just putting everything in my head on how I'm going to make this bag truly one of a kind and like have like all the features they need for a computer bag. And I'm really excited because they're a writer. So I always have fun. I have a big like I love writers. That they're I love reading books, but writers are so cool to me because they're in their head and they're creating stories and they're doing all this beautiful stuff. And I have this big like I don't know, I geek out in front of them. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have wings. They're black and red. Thank you. I appreciate you do the deadline too. The Yeah, oh, so I'm on deadline. So I wanted to finish the bag this week, but I like one person got sick and then you like if you're a caregiver of any kind, like if you take care of anybody or anything, like if I have friends that do not have children, but they take in foster puppies that are sick, like they either have like parvo or they have something and they're around the clock taking care of them, and I feel for them. They're up every 2 hours giving medicine and doing that. So if you're a caregiver of any kind, then you kinda understand the deadline thing. When you're taking care of someone, something, around the clock, all your deadlines kinda get pushed aside. So you have, like, this weird anxiety in the back of your head, like, "I need to do this, but this is more important to take care of this person, this being, this innocent little thing." So you like take care of your kids, you take care of your dogs, you take care of your cats, you take care of somebody, your next door neighbor. It doesn't matter. You're taking care of someone that's other than you. And in the back of your head, you have like this anxiety, and something else would be like, hey, you forgot about me. So, and, and truth be told, if you would have like related to the person that you are supposed to do the project with or whatever and say, hey, this is going on and I'm going to be a few days late, you probably will find out the person's like, yeah, you can have longer or I didn't give you a deadline. Like, so like when I related to the person, like everyone in my house is having a cold, they're like, there's no deadline. So um chill out, get better versus you making the bag and I have to Lysol balm the bag because you have cooties all over it. So but yeah, this cold is I will be challenging my kids and my husband to Mortal Kombat when I get better. Just throwing that out there. If you see lightning and a major storm coming my way in Maryland, you know what's going on. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm really excited because her bag, she like she's a creative person. So she took off things from the bag to continue to make it lighter. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. A lot of people like super structure things in our community, but I realize when I'm making bags for people, and this could just be me, when I make computer bags for people and messenger bags, they don't want structure. They want lightness. So this is the reason why I have a love affinity for foam and fleece. They want light. They're like, my computer's gonna weigh like 5 pounds. They don't want the Decaville. They don't want Decaville light because it adds weight. They don't want like the Peltex and all that stuff like that because it adds weight. They want light. So when her bag came in, it is missing. She took apart things in the bag that either added weight or she thought was unnecessary, and she just mobbed around with this bag. So what I did is you take the bag out of the box, you take a million pictures every way from Sunday. Take a million pictures, print them out on your computer, put them on your wall like you're a crazy serial killer or you're trying to find one. Trust me, it helps because when you go back and you try to think about it, you'd be like, yep, I mapped that out right there. Take some video, whatever, and then you can start planning out the bag. But every time I make one of these messenger bags that are from original bag pattern from their bag that they're currently carrying, the first thing that they say is they want light. They don't even want like heavy hardware. So I'm talking about when they get the sliders, they don't want those big wide mouth one. They want like the old traditional lighter weight one and like lighter weight swivel hooks, like the plastic ones or whatever, because they want lightweight because they're carrying it across their shoulder or they're doing something like that. So keep that in mind and start putting things down in books like that, because I think sometimes when we see somebody else's bag, we're like, oh, everybody wants our bag like that. And that may not be the case. And that may not be the case to the people that are purchasing from you. What I notice when people buy bags from me, I go through more foam than I do Decaville Light ever. Like, I only really use Decaville Light when I'm testing. When I'm not testing and I'm using that pattern, it's very rare when I use Decaville Light. It's very, very rare. Like, unless it's like a pattern piece that there's no way in Hades that I can use foam. Because most people want a lighter weight stuff because they're adding weight, whether it's they're adding cards or they're adding their makeup in their makeup bag or they're adding stuff they don't want the bag coming to them heavy, if that makes sense. So just something to think about, contemplate, write notes on, and ask other people around you, like, "Hey, I made you a bag. Is the weight okay?" Does like just something to think about. Okay. Good morning. It's a trick and a treat because I like take fabric and I give you fabric. I'm that vortex in your room, the fabric fairy. Sometimes I give it to you, sometimes I take it. I don't know. So yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm really excited about that. And then what else am I doing? I'm testing a pattern, which if you are in the Aura Rosa group and her main group, she said that she did give a pattern to the testers, and she did, and we are all flipping over backwards. It's Alexa's. Like, she keeps us on our toes, even as testers, like we're like, what the like I gotta give her this. Like, if she's like, surprise, look what I did, and you're just like, how did this come together? So I'm trying to figure out my fabric choices, and this one is going to be hard to do. When the pattern comes out, just remember when Shinova had lace face on her feet and it's all painted. No, it's not a mask. When it's all painted on her face, you're gonna be like, Shinova, I remember when your face was painted with like lace, you said that you were having a hard time with fabric. I now understand. I don't know. I have no idea. I have this imagination with and how I wanted to do it, but I don't know if it's going to pan out. I have to draw it out and put numbers on it. I That might be something I do tonight. I this because it's not playing out in my head yet, and I need to figure it out and make this first sample so that way I can make the video, so that way you guys can have the video ready. Because the construction, when I read through it, easy, like, it's not easy peasy lemon squeezy, but I understand like Alexis's verbiage. It's kind of like reading a Stephanie Meyer's book. You read the whole Twilight series, right? So then when you read the host and she comes out and she makes like the first two paragraphs with like obscene amount of words that you never heard. You look up at the dictionary and you're like, I never heard these words in school or in college. And you're like, what? But you kind of understand her like rhythm and flow. She made other books, The Chemist, all these different stuff. You understand her rhythm. I understand Alexis's rhythm. That makes sense. So I get her rhythm. So I'm reading the test. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I got it. Now I can't figure out my fabrics. And when you see the bag, you'll understand why. You're gonna be like, I got the interior, but I don't understand. The exterior is, it's killing me. It's literally killing me. I've been thinking about it for like the past 2 days, and like other testers are just popping out with these gorgeous, gorgeous bags, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do because I need to do one so I can know how to put it together, and then a second one to film to show you guys how to put it together. So, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That could be it could be different. I personally, me, I don't like webbing for straps because I don't think it looks cohesive to the bag. If it's like for a duffel or like a messenger bag, I like it. But if you're doing it for a purse, then I like it for that reason. I don't like chains. I think chains are heavier than a strap. And I think that there's no adjustment, so you're gonna have to tie it in a knot or remove links, which can be stressful for a client. And I think a lot of people don't think of that in the long-term effect. So I'm tall, I'm 5'9", so I can have like a chain around me and it's fine and I can do it. But if someone that is on the shorter scale, they either have to go to someone like me that can remove links so that they can wear it comfortably, or they're gonna have to tie it, and when they go to untie it, it's really hard to get out those metal kinks. So I feel like sometimes having those chains is kind of some, if you don't know in advance that they know how to remove links, it's kind of setting them up for failure, in my opinion. But this is strictly just my opinion. Although I think it's beautiful, chains are very heavy. So I'm not a huge fan of chains. I love straps. Straps are not very heavy. I'm not a big fan of webbing though, unless it's on a backpack or a duffel bag or some kind of luggage. But for a purse, no. Absolutely, 100% no, because I think you take away from it being a purse. You just don't see, you don't go into Dooney and Burke and see like their classic purse with a webbing strap. It just, it doesn't, it just doesn't, like for fashion wise, it doesn't really look right to me, but it may look right to somebody else. And you have to do what you do to make it look right. When is what pattern coming out? The pattern that we're talking that we have today, we're going, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't even talk about it. The pattern we're getting released today is this. We're about to head off. Is the simplicity pattern. I seen this pattern on here, and it's called. I went to Michael's, and it was called the Home Sewing Project. I went in there because I was looking for like the mixer cover, and then I seen that they had the mittens, um the mittens where it was oval, circle, and then square. So, okay, fun fact. Loki's a perfect dog, except he likes to eat socks. He's 4. He shouldn't be doing this. And he likes oven mitts. So I was like, I need to make some more oven mitts. So I got this, and I was like, wait, I have never sewn a simplicity pattern on my channel. This is what Nova Lean's about. So I made a Harry Potter one. Oh my god, look at how cute. A Peanuts game Halloween one. And like this little, it's like polka dots with pumpkins. So in the tutorial, it's a very fast tutorial. We go briefly over the materials that you need. We talk about how you can quilt this. I did like a very simple quilt. Like, and I didn't even quilt the back panel together. I just like, for me, I like the way it looks when there's not quilting on the back, but you can quilt like do a quilt sandwich, and then you just bind it, and you do this really cute little binding thing where this becomes a loop so it can hang on it. You can put the loop in any direction you want. It's super fun. And I felt like if I'm going to do one of the big fours, let's do an oven mitt. Like, seriously, the thing is that we use oven mitts. Everybody uses oven mitts, and you don't have to just do it for Halloween. You can be like, oh, I'm making a Thanksgiving one, Christmas one. Oh, like let's make a Valentine's Day one. Look, let's make this one. Let's make a March one. Let's make a March Madness one would be cool. Let's make a Super Bowl one. like your favorite football team. I thought this was super easy, super fun, super cute. We are always talking about I lost my sojo. Sojo doesn't mean that you have to just sew a purse. Let's have some fun and sew things around the house. We all have like precious fabric, and like come on, I'm this close to making some Lord of the Ring ones because I have some scraps that are like just this big that are cotton. And we go over the materials, and then the cool thing about this pattern, again, it has like all these other things. So like it has where you can do the KitchenAid, the toaster, or like an air fryer. So we just did the oven mitt, and I wanted to do the circle one, but I know that we use these more because this is how we get things out of the oven. Like, so I thought these were the coolest things, and I haven't made an oven mitt in a very long time, and I wanted to do a simplicity pattern on my channel for a long time. And I told Patreon, I think I'm gonna go start going back to getting some like some pattern 4, like some big McCall patterns or some big pattern 4s, because they have some amazing patterns out there, and we can do some twist with that from bag making and whatever and make it even cooler. But yes, in the description box, you're going to see that there is the pattern where you can get like from Simplicity, or I also gave you another way you can get it through Michael's, because I got mine through Michael's and I had a voucher, and it was like after my voucher, I practically got it for free. So, it was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun. I made my own binding, and that's why you see the binding like on all 3 of these. And this binding is actually fabric that I got from Fabric Wholesale Direct because I was looking for some cotton. And I promise you, this has been my favorite Halloween binding this whole entire year. So it was just regular cotton I made binding. So this is the pattern that is going to be released today. And I thought it would be fun and something different, you know? I like pot holders, make you see. I'm like, yeah, cute, easy, and like little oven mitts. You just call them a day. And then what I liked about it is that even if you don't want to make this, like I said, there is like the classic oven mitt with the glove. Right underneath the rectangle one, you have the circle, and then you have like the little things that you could put on top to keep dust and everything off. And I thought we're rolling into the season where it's like baking season. This is cool. And also, so when I first moved into my place, my neighbor, she got me an oven mitt. She bought it, but I thought we could make it. She got me an oven mitt, and then she put her favorite cookie recipe, all the dry ingredients in a mason jar, and put her recipe on a mason jar. Best, I still remember that. And we moved into our place like 10 plus years ago. That is the best housewarming gift I've ever got. And I was just thinking, what if you made your teacher like their favorite football team as a mint, and put all your dry ingredients in a mason jar for like their favorite brownie recipe or cookie recipe, and like hand wrote out a recipe. That is such a cute gift for like a teacher gift, or like anything like this. This is a really cool pattern because you can like utilize it to give to others. And utilize our stash, Fabric Fairy, utilize our stash and give it to other people. Are like, you can do a cute Lord of the Ring one. Like, you could put everything in there for like a mashed potato recipe, and then put like second breakfast or something like that. Like, have a cute, like a whole Lord of the Ring thing. Like, you could do the same thing with Game of Thrones. Like have like a meat pie recipe, and just have like an oven mitt that's Lords of the Ring. Like, you can like really go overboard and have like a really fun time, and make somebody laugh, and also give them something that they would utilize and use like every day. Everybody uses the oven mitt. So except the people that just use their microwave. Why? And I'm not trying to judge, but yeah, like secretly low key judging. Hey, Brittany, what up? Yeah, if you guys don't know, get on Brittany's channel because she's been doing 13 Days of Halloween too. I was on there yesterday. I actually fell asleep with you. I was watching you talk, and your beautiful cat. I think George was sitting, and he was so stoic, and I was watching him, and then I just fell asleep. She's been like making bags. Like yesterday, I think she was making the apothecary. I could say the words I can say. So, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're part of the Saturday sew along today, right? It is fun. I don't Yes, it is, Brittany. It is fun. I found out she had like this weird color Dr. Pepper, right? I was listening to her, and I'm like, but what is this Dr. Pepper color? Like, I was like 5 seconds from grabbing my keys and going to Walmart, like, Brittany has a different color Dr. Pepper. Maybe there's a new flavor. like, like I was ready. Yeah, the Halloween marathon that I told you guys about, Nikki was telling you about, yeah, and I told you that Kathy from K Dill, and I gave you the information yesterday. I gave you the link tree yesterday, and I gave you Kathy's, and I told you Kathy has something in works when you watch it. It starts today. You guys, if you want to watch like everybody sew their butt off, get into that link tree, and then um go for it. Let me see if I can get that link tree one more time. Un momento, por favor. Do do do. Nikki gave me the link tree yesterday. Copy. Okay, go on this link tree, and then you can see all of them. There's so many people there, and support them all. And even if you don't get to watch the whole thing, please, 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 please. Even if I can't watch somebody fully, the one thing I can do is hit that like button, because what it does is it makes the algorithm go hit in other people's that so anybody that I watch and I hit the like button to, if somebody else is in my friend group or watches the other things that are similar to me, it will suggest that channel. And that can create a new subscription for them, which can help in the long run. So just always hit that like button, even if you only go watch for 5 minutes. I know we forget to do that, but it really does help the channel. It's free. And that's why you hear like YouTubers like subscribe, smash that like button, punch it in the face, do all, like, you hear even Mr. Ballin has like the like outrageous, like, oh, take the like button on the first date and dump them and leave them with the bill. Like, they say outrageous things because the like button really does mean a lot to YouTube subscribers. So I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I'm a Fabric Fairy. This is not gonna be fun to wash off. I'm fairly certain I'm gonna have to be in the shower exfoliating my face like 3 times. No joke, your girl, when I moisturize every day, it burns, like, and I'm using sensitive moisturizers. Yeah. It is, the lotion be l mm-mm, mm-mm. So, hey, Kindle, yay! That's my big head down there. Um, so yeah, I'll be like telling Kindle, like, I don't want to put moisturizer on my face because it burns. Mhm. Yeah, things we do for views. So I did. Oh, so yeah, I use the cold cream. So I use Pond's. Hey, so for people, I don't wear makeup all the time, but I do wear sci-fi makeup. To remove your makeup, do not use Neutrogena wipes. They are like no, don't. There is cold cream to remove your makeup too. So I use that to remove all my makeup. My face is just really sensitive. I have rosacea and I have like really sensitive skin. I have to use sensitive everything. I can't even wash my clothes in Tide. I am yeah. I'm probably allergic to the rainbow at this point. I don't know. So oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I've always been enamored with sci-fi makeup. My mom, I miss her. My mom, when I was little, she used to watch this movie called, I think it's called like FX, and it was this guy who did like movies, like the stunts, the makeup, the horror stuff, and he was actually getting an active killer was looking for him. I know this sounds really weird. I have to look up the movie name and I'll give it to you tomorrow, and the cops were working with him to try to find a killer. So he was setting up like different plots and different scenarios, like rooms and everything, but it was set up with FX to try to find this killer. It was someone in his inner circle, and the makeup that he would do and the sci-fi effects that he would do to set up these serial killers to try to find them was super amazing. I think the movie was called FX, if I'm not mistaken. And I watched it so much. It was the 80s and 90s. Parents will let you just watch anything, let it go. Rated PG-13 is a hard NC-17 now, okay? And I told myself I only wanted to be two things when I grew up. I either wanted to become a news broadcaster because I thought I had an unusual voice, and then or an FX person because I thought I was pretty good at sci-fi, or like I knew how to do fake blood and everything at a very young age, and I thought that would be a really cool job to do. So yeah, things shift. Yeah, it was. You knew who I was. All right, so yeah, because of that, I was hooked on FX makeup. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I think I want to do it. And then my husband and me, when we were like first married, we would watch a TV show on Sci-Fi Channel where they would go and they would do FX challenges and they would get eliminated, and I would be engrossed in that. Like I don't watch reality shows at all, but that reality show I would watch because I just thought it was so cool on how they did that. Like I think sci-fi makeup is amazing. Most of the people I follow on Instagram are people that do sci-fi makeup. I think it's amazing. I doing makeup on a day-to-day basis. You'll be lucky if I do my mascara because yeah, that's just me. But if you say sci-fi challenge, I'll be like, let's do it. And I know I'm not going to be the best, but I just think it's a very fun thing to do. It's a very creative thing to do. So, yes, those two things are the things that I wanted to be. Then the trajectory just changed a bit, and now I think that I love sewing. So, if somebody one day was like, "Hey, can you sew bags or clothes for this set of this TV show?" I'll be like, "Score. I scored." But yeah. Yeah, Face Off is yeah, that's Kendall here. We used to watch Face Off like religiously. Like I would be like think of it's Project Runway, but with sci-fi makeup. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But that was a show. Um, it's like I love sci-fi makeup. So yeah. So I in the description box I have your simplicity information, and if you want to get it from Michael's, and look and wait to see if they have coupons. They actually have a really good catalog of not as big as Joann's. From what I've been told from one of the managers there, that in 2026, that's when they're really going to open it up to have more fabric. So we're still waiting, but they do have a pretty good like collection of patterns. You can get this on Amazon. You can get it on the website. If you do it on Simplicity, definitely wait to see if they have a Black Friday sale. Simplicity has really good Black Friday sales as well, so just keep an eye on that. And they do have a pretty good catalog of like different clothing, household stuff. It's pretty cool. But if you're looking for it really fast, look at Michael's or Amazon. So yeah, I will release that video right now, and that is it. I will see you guys on Sunday. I hope you guys have a really good Saturday, and I will talk to y'all later, okay?